have our first sponsor for the Datsun, a company called Alloyworks. They make radiators, and I went through their website on the link they sent me and just searching it myself, and it looks like they have a massive assortment of radiators down to I mean, it was insane, crazy amount. But I was super happy to see that they have the SN95 radiators. You guys hear me talk about them all the time. It's 1994 to 2004 Mustang. I say it every time, it's the radiator of choice for me. Well, they had one, and I measured this car, and it looks like, obviously it's a custom car, and this radiator's not made for it, so it looks like it fits exactly in between where I need it to, though. So it's like the largest one. It was perfect. So they sent this to us for use with the two-stroke swap. So we're gonna open this baby up. It says it's a 4-core aluminum radiator, and I believe it said it had a cooling fan system on it, which is everything we need if we can have it in one package. So let's see. I always need like 3 arms. They sent this, some stuff. Alright, it looks awesome. Yeah, it's super thick. So, wow. Nice, my wife just gave me these. I ordered these like 2 weeks ago on Amazon. They're straight from China. They're for the Datsun, and it's what I wanted to do this week. I'll just save these for later. So this will be next week's video because it's already getting towards the end of the week, so there's no way I could start this project and get it done in today. So this radiator, well, this is the biggest one I've ordered yet. I've got one of these sitting in my Fairlane. I think it's a 3-core. I mean, this is huge. So the one thing that I actually like that some hot rodders might not like is there's no radiator cap on this. And I know that for like engine swaps, that kind of what is the word? Complicates things, because instead of just having an inlet or inlet outlet and then just your cap, you'll have like a tank that then goes to here, this port here, which I kind of like that. I don't know, it's what I'm used to. What in the world is that noise? But yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna take the fans off, but what I am gonna do is go put this in the Fairlane. This is nice. The other one I have, I like this style of clip here. The other one I have has like a big L bracket welded on it, and this fan fits on it, but the bottom can move a little bit, and I ordered it off Amazon. Well, this one, if you can see this tab, it's just very simple. A tab welded at an angle, and then this is at an angle, and it forces this up against the frame of the radiator to make it tight. So let's test fit this in the car. Actually, I guess we can open this up, see what is even in this. Oh, nice. The wiring. And I bet this is so it's a relay. This is probably a thermostat switch. Yeah, temperature sensor. So it comes with a temperature switch. So this is probably rated at, I don't know, just guessing, probably like 160, 185 range. So when your car reaches a temperature, this will plug into your coolant. When your coolant reaches a certain temperature, it's gonna send a signal to this, I believe, like ground or something. I don't know. And then it'll turn on automatically though. That's nice. I literally bought a brand new one of these for my radiator that I bought for my Fairlane because it didn't come with one. All right, let's test fit this thing. So when I ordered this radiator and measured, so we're gonna have to cut this off. What I wanted was the widest radiator that would fit in between these fenders. So this entire front of the car I wanted to be radiator because the headlights are just about an inch to half an inch wider than the beginnings of this inner fender area. So if I filled this entire thing with radiator and then just trim this out, trim the opening here, it'll allow the most airflow to it with the largest like surface area of cooling that I could possibly get in this car. So 4-core radiator that's that wide, and the best thing that I like about these are, you know, remember this car is tiny, but the Mustang radiators are shallow. They're not like a truck radiator that's this tall. They're made to be compact and fit in cars. So I don't think it's gonna fit with this in the way, but we're just gonna grab it and test it right now. What are you barking at, dog? I mean, it's too tall. I just said it's shallow. This car, man. Jesus, there's a big spider on the ground. Oh my gosh. This car needs like a motorcycle engine. So, okay, let me recap. All right, so for the custom work, we would have to actually notch that square, which is completely fine because that side's rusted. The only problem we could run into is this tube being too low, but here's something I gotta bring up, which I already did before, is that I think we're switching cars. So I talked to my wife last night about this Datsun, and I was telling her, I said, just explaining how the car is really small. Even though the engine is really small, that engine is like the size of a 289 block. Like if you take the heads off of a small block Ford, a 302, 289, if you've ever seen them, they're in old Mustangs and stuff like that, and Crown Vics. This engine is the size of the block. It's that small. But the problem is this car is so tiny. So I talked to her, and I know where a couple rat rods are. They're in rough shape, but they're rat rods. Well, it's a deal where it's not just one. I was talking to the guy, and he goes, you got to buy all three. They're a package. Well, it just so happens that this is a project, and my brother's Crown Victoria burned to the ground. So I'm thinking two of them I could build and then sell one, because one of them has a Mustang 2 front end already swapped under it, and one of the other ones that isn't, we could put on my brother's Vic frame. So that's the next plan, is to potentially get one of those. There's a couple of different vehicles I'm looking at, but the Datsun, I think we're not giving up. We're moving on to something better. Plus this car, it does, I was looking it up. I'm not too familiar with Datsun stuff, but I got on a forum, and it looked to me, just looks to me like the wagon was only made 3 years, for three years. And this car's birthday, this was made August of 1970. So if you were born in August of 1970, comment down below. If I ever give this car away, maybe I'll make it so parameter of the giveaway to enter is you have to be born August 1970. So you share the exact birthday with the car. But okay, let's move back to the radiator. All right, Chuck, this one's for you. And now you gotta take a drink. But all right, guys, so that radiator isn't fitting in that car, so for safe storage, we're gonna put it in this car since it's already set up for it. So we're gonna film the installation going into this F100. Honestly, I haven't looked at the title or the VIN in so long, so I can't even remember if it's a 76 or 75. But we're gonna install that radiator in this F100 real quick. The radiator is in, and it fits like a glove in the F100. Just perfect. So, yeah, I made these brackets here and down here a long time ago to adapt a SN95 radiator into this truck. So it fits perfect. This week for the Datsun wasn't too eventful. Once you start getting into cars like this and parts start getting delayed, especially when they're ordered from so far away, a lot of the stuff has taken 2 weeks now to arrive. But you saw in this video, we just got some bearings that I had to order that can spin up to 16,000 RPMs is their limit. So we got the bearings and we're going to start the cooling, welding the pipes and drilling out those coolant passages on the plate that we made for next week's video. So next week we're diving back into the engine, and you'll probably see us talk a little more about the car, and hopefully we have a decision made. But thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned.